Ronald, first of all, what was the players' mood after the draw at Aston Villa on Monday?
No, after the game, the feeling was positive. Uh, we didn't sign a draw before the game, but if you are not playing on the level what we did before, then and after the 1-0 down, you can be satisfied about 1 point because it's not an easy one. It's not an easy game away Aston Villa. And okay, that was finally a good result.
Psychologically, how important was it getting that point in terms of the atmosphere around training to have prolonged that unbeaten run going into this weekend?
No, every point or every good result make that easier, that feeling. And we worked hard in the second half. We had a lot of domination in our possession, but we didn't create a lot of good opportunities. But we kept the spirit in the team to win that game. And it was not 3 points, but at least 1 point.
In terms of the preparations for this weekend's match against Manchester City, how have the players been in training over the last few days?
Good, very good. We had a day off last Wednesday, and we know it will be a tough game, but we look forward for that because it's always more special to play against the big teams. And we preparing ourselves in the best way what we can do.
You say it'll be special for, I guess, the players, for everybody, but for you in particular, are these the sort of games you look forward to when you come over to a new country and you manage in the Premier League for the first time to play against the likes of Manchester City at home? Are the sort of occasions I imagine that you really look forward to?
Yes, of course, because there's always more attention to that game if you play against the big clubs in the Premier League. It's one of the 38 games that you have to play, but for sure it's more attention and it's maybe a little bit more easier to motivate the players than normally.
In terms of the expectations on your players, a lot of the games recently they've been favourites, they've been expected to win. It's a different kettle of fish really over the next 3 games. How do you as a coach deal with that in terms of what you tell the players and how they prepare to be the underdogs again?
Always we like to prepare our game in the same way. It's not depends the name of the opponent. We have our way of playing. We play at home, and we like to play for good football. And we know, we have to be patient. They will have the ball as well this Sunday, and they have very good individual players, and we need that intention in that kind of players. But in the whole team organization, it will be the same what we normally will do.
Some people say that this game, as well as the trip to Arsenal next week and the home game against Manchester United, will be a test of your side. Do you see it that way, or do you see it more as an opportunity for them to show how good they are?
No, in my opinion, it's not a test because every weekend it's a test for everybody, and you like to win and you like to keep the good spirit in the team, and we keep that. That's no issue for myself, but of course, because everybody will watch now Southampton what they will do against big teams or against Man City this Sunday. But it's one of the 38, and we have to prepare ourselves what we do normally, and we do that, and we look forward to a fantastic game and with a good result.
Man City obviously go into the game in 3rd place, just behind you. As a team, how do you assess them? Because they've been beaten a couple of times surprisingly this season, but when they're on their game, they can show just how good they are.
Yeah, but they have a good team. They have great world-class players. Aguero is making the difference in the last few weeks, and and always that's a quality for the big team because they have players who will decide who will win games by themselves, and that's the most dangerous point of City.
Obviously on Tuesday night they played against Bayern Munich, managed to get the 3-2 win. It's going to be quite interesting to see, I think, after such a big effort against Bayern Munich, how they fare this weekend. Did you watch that game against Bayern Munich, and what did you think of them?
No, I didn't watch the game. I know City. It's not the issue to watch again because I saw a lot of them, and we have our scouting to make it clear for everybody, for the players, what we normally used to do one day before the game. And but okay, they can't. They have to go on because they not in the position to think more to the Champions League or to the Premier League, because they have the distance to Chelsea. If they like to repeat the title, they have to win, and that's the pressure what used to be by big clubs.
And just finally, in terms of your squad and your options for the weekend, any changes expected from Monday? Stephen Davis maybe coming back in?
Yeah, Stephen Davis, normally he will train together with the rest of the players for tomorrow, and he had a little bit recovering session after a hard work what he did in the last few days, and he's doubtful for Sunday. We have to take that decision if he's ready for Sunday or not, and then he will be ready for Wednesday.
And if not, do you stick with the same sort of team? Because obviously you chose quite an attacking option in playing both Dusan Tadic and Shane Long. Is that perhaps not so much an option against a team like Manchester City?
No, it's depends. The opponent is depends in the way that you will play, and that decision will make by tomorrow.
As you can see, we kept on playing and we got the goal. We tried to get the second goal, but we'll take the point.